are good.
Cheers for the fourth episode.
For the episode, puppy.
Guys, welcome to the PL podcast once again. This is episode number 4. We'll keep doing this. And they said that 90% of the podcast actually are failing. So because they don't get past episode number 100. That's the statistics.
Yeah.
So we have 96 more to go.
It's going to be easy.
Yeah. So anyways, today we're going to talk a little bit about some news that has happened recently with a couple of artists. And we're going to react to a couple of songs. So I think we're just going to go straight into the latest breaking news that has happened that took us by surprise. I was scrolling on Instagram and all of a sudden I saw that Daddy Yankee got a divorce, or he stated that he's finally finalizing his divorce with her wife, former wife, Mileni. I think her name is Mileni.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about his divorce and the whole context that he also did leave reggaeton for becoming a Christian and a preacher, and he's turned to religion? And a couple of months after his career as a priest in Puerto Rico, now he's actually getting a divorce. So that in the Christian community itself is a little bit troubling. So since you're into religion, I want to hear your thoughts about the news and about the whole context of the news of Daddy Yankee's divorce.
First and foremost, I think this is very sad that he's getting a divorce. In one hand, it's very sad because, as you have seen throughout the years, Daddy Yankee was the one artist that had his wife since he was 17.
Correct.
He was basically a role model for a lot of guys. On the other hand, when you have kids, I don't have kids, but for those that have kids, your life goes all into the kids, nurturing the kids, teaching the kids, being with the kids and everything. Once the kids, let's say they turn 18 and they move out, suddenly the parents are like, whoa, now we don't have the kids at home.
Right.
Maybe sometimes they have to get to know each other one more time again, right? And maybe because they have changed so much through the, let's say, 20 years, at that time people are like, I'm sorry, but we're not a match no more. I think that may be one of the things that happened with Daddy Yankee and his wife, because they get together when they're 17, they're kids. They're basically kids. And Daddy Yankee blows up to be the founder of reggaeton and a global. Earlier this week, you were telling me about how well known Daddy Yankee is in the Asian market. Like, he has a song with, I think it's 5 billion views on YouTube.
Or even more than that.
Even more. So when he decides to retire, now suddenly it's like losing that kid, because maybe his wife, she had to be okay with everything that went into his life of being like the reggaeton king.
I thought you were actually talking about their actual kids, because they're like over 20 and they're adults now.
They have kids, but I'm talking about reggaeton as the kid,
Then you make a good point, because they have getting accustomed to a certain lifestyle. When he's on tour, he's like the number one artist. He's an urban Latin artist, and he becoming a preacher all of a sudden also changes the dynamic of their relationship.
Who knows? So now I'm just speculating, but it could be that because he has now taken this role as a priest, now he's his values maybe are changing a little.
Maybe we did actually read the statement that he put on his story, and he expressed that it was Mileni who actually wanted the divorce. And I don't know if this is true, but somebody told us that he sold his whole music label or album record thing for, I think, over $200 million.
That's what we heard.
We got to check that out if that's true. So yeah, man, first of all, I think it's sad. But as like you said, like, things change, and especially if his life took 180 turn from being a reggaeton artist to a Christian parent. I mean, that is how it is nowadays. Every celebrity has to like flash their personal life.
That's like you nailed it right there. When you do a 180 turn, maybe for you, because you have set yourself a new target, like, okay, now I'm done with the reggaeton. I'm talking about with the Yankees shoes. Now I'm gonna put my life to Christ and everything, that I'm gonna preach people. I believe that from Milei's point of view, she's more like, who are you now? Maybe. And that's why maybe I don't think she's doing it because of the money, to be honest. they have now kids together, that means that they're gonna be in each other's life for the rest of their lives. So,
yeah.
and I
that
don't
is
see
true.
Daddy Yankee as the typical man prototype that doesn't want to share his fortune.
Nor does he have this vibe that, okay, now he just wants to go and live single and just because he's Daddy Yankee. What is he gonna do? Like whoever he ends up in, let's say, in bed with, I mean, it's too much of a risk because he's too much a celebrity. So yeah, do you think he will come back to reggaeton? Because he's releasing some music, but you think he will come back with a banger, like let's say in 1 or 2 years?
So I'm gonna answer in two parts. Part one is answering the earlier question you asked, because you asked me from my POV when it comes to religion, and that will lead to my second answer. I'm very happy that he's happy doing what he does with Christianity and everything. He has said on public, like, he used to go to church before the reggaeton stage and everything.
And in his first album, he actually always has a little bit of Christian words.
And culturally in South America, Christianity is you get that from your breast milk since you're a baby, right? So when it comes, if it's gonna come back, I have a little. I don't think you can just take away the streets. You cannot take away el caserío from Daddy Yankee.
El barrio. Even though you become the greatest Christian, there's still a little hood inside of you.
100%. So maybe in 5 years, I think that he's gonna, that part of him is gonna start tickling a little. Like, make a reggaeton, feel them bow.
Yeah,
put some lyrics on paper.
I agree, man. He expressed in one of his interviews that he struggled a lot with getting accepting by the people. And since he's had so many hits, like when he released other songs like El Problema or El Pony, and they didn't do as well, he took that really hard. And then he also said that there's so many new artists coming out now. So he basically said that now it was his time to actually go away because the music landscape is too saturated, is what he said. And I think maybe he lost a little bit of confidence in himself because he didn't want to like have a steady decline. He just wanted to go when basically his career was on top, which is a good strategy. But even though a lot of artists are coming and everything and people want to hear new sounds, I still think he should like drop at least one song a year to, like, as you say, go back to the reggaeton, to the streets. And he loves making music. I mean, I understand that he wants to preach and follow his Christian path. But I think you can be Christian and also make reggaeton. I don't know why Hector El Father and Farruko, everybody that wants to become a Christian, cannot, they need to like step full away. Do you think a Christian person, if they're going to be authentically Christian, can they do reggaeton at the same time? Or do you think that music is too like anti-religion?
That's a very interesting question right there.
You got 2 minutes to answer.
Go. I don't think you can. Let me explain why. You know, when you dive into a religion, this is also my POV. You have to take in consideration a lot of things, because you are in a community, and if you are a Daddy Yankee, you are, just by being yourself, a role model. Also, as Hector El Father was in his time, he was a role model. Everybody knew who he was. So it is a lot easier to see the flaws for those people compared to regular Christian people that are not famous. So in that case, I think that for them it is a good strategy to just, okay, now I'm gonna go 180. I'm not gonna do reggaeton. I'm only gonna do Christian, because there's a lot of judgment from religious communities.
I agree, but let's be honest. We have been to church in Bolivia and we have grown up in church. We know that people that go to church also go to reggaeton parties in Latin America.
Bro,
Saturday before the Sunday.
You know what times does the church start in Bolivia usually?
I think it's 11:10.
11:10, which means that maybe 6 hours before, most people are dancing to gasolina still.
I mean, we went partying last time we were in Bolivia before the church. We actually were in a party. It's because, yeah. So I think there's more people like us. Anyway, his community maybe not accept him. I fully understand that, and I mean it's gonna be difficult for the church to accept him when he has a divorce, because as we know, that's like a taboo thing in the church, like for a couple to get divorced. So I don't know how that's gonna impact his path in religion. But yeah, I hope he really continues doing what he does and what he likes. But I would like to hear some music for him, maybe next year, or as just as a bonus surprise or something.
Sometimes the best way of making or leaving you a mark is by being quiet.
True.
So maybe I don't believe that he felt or that he lost confidence because he was the king for so many years that yes, the music is saturated.
He did express that. He admitted in the interview.
I think so he said that publicly. You know what I think was a little bit more maybe his not the confidence part, but you have this Daddy Yankee type that reminds me also of the Eminem types of people, right? And they're in the same category as Ronaldo and Messi.
Yeah,
they are the elite. They are fighters. So maybe for him, and this is for how I see it. Maybe he expressed that he lacked confidence or he lost a little bit, but I think the game changed a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
So
it changes.
When the game because the game always changes, like the industry is always changing. Maybe the industry will change a little bit now that it's very saturated. And when he sees that spot, like, okay, somebody has to, as we spoke in the first podcast, be the flag carrier one more time, he will come back.
Yeah, I mean, he's still got a fan base, so I think whatever he does, he will always have his fan base.
But now that we're Daddy Yankee, because before I reset the clock, I would like to hear your thoughts and explain to people a little bit about what is Daddy Yankee doing besides the Christian part, because and tell them how you see it, and also if you have any tips, because he's been producing some stuff.
Oh, so you mean what he's doing in general?
Yeah, because he left the music part.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Dive into that a little.
So, from what I know, Daddy Yankee has been his own CEO from the beginning. El Cartel Records was owned by Daddy Yankee. So when Daddy Yankee had to go and do deals with Luis Fonsi, Despacito, who's gonna get the rights, who's gonna get the shares, the labels had to deal with him personally, not a manager.
Imagine that.
So he got all the royalties from Gasolina when Gasolina dropped out. He was actually considering going to college because he invested all his money into Barrio Fino. And he said, if this doesn't work out, fuck it, I'm going to go and study. I'm going to be something, a lawyer, accountant. But then it blew up and he got the capital back. So he has been his own boss. So he's always had this business mind reggaeton artist that in the Nicky Jam series, Nicky actually explains how Daddy Yankee was always business minded. He was disciplined, and the Nicky Jam was more about like the women and drugs and the party. So then you can see like the difference there. But yeah, so in the last years he did his first movie Talento de Barrio in 2008 when he tried. Movie. It's a really great movie, kind of old school. Could have been a little bit better in the clipping and the storytelling, but it was the first movie. I don't know how much capital he had. If he invested everything into his own movie, then I'm guessing Hollywood didn't sponsorship, but it was a good movie.
Very good.
So he has also produced like the Reggaeton series now. The Reggaeton, I think it's just called Reggaeton.
The sound that changed the world.
The sound that changed the world. Yeah. It's on Peacock. He produced that. I'm guessing he did a deal with Peacock, and he's also...
he also produced the other series.
Oh yeah, Neon, which is in Netflix. So Daddy Yankee has a foot in Netflix with Neon. Wow. And with the Reggaeton, the sound that changed the world in Peacock, he also has a non-profit that I think it's called Corazón Valiente, Brave Heart. Yeah. I think he has that foundation. He has that foundation for a long time. Plus, he has El Cartel Records, which he also has a couple of artists. Not being that successful with his own artists, I'm gonna be honest with you. But yeah, he expressed that he's going to be in the music production. He's going to be in the movie production. He's going to do a little bit more business moves in the future. So maybe that's why he also are going to take a step back.
Yeah, my last thought on this with Daddy Yankee. For a lot of you people that don't know, we listen a lot to a great guy called PBD, Patrick Bet David. He has a great podcast. Moving that part into the Yankee, you know, PBD always talk about the live, not seasons, but you have like your first 20 years, then you have up to your 30, up to your 40, up to your 60, you know?
Yeah.
And maybe
you have your first 20 when you don't want to make mistakes.
Yeah.
0 to 20, don't go to jail, don't do drugs, don't do anything that can mess up your life. 20 to 40, build wealth, make a business, or just go up in your career. And 40 to 60 is help society, get involved in politics, nonprofits. So just pay it forward.
So maybe now he's tapping into that last part.
Guaranteed. So big shout out to Daddy Yankee. So we wish you the best of luck. You have been an inspiration to Paris Latino and what we do. And yeah, we wish to have your discipline and your impact on the world.
Thank you for creating this beautiful genre that has given labor and work to a lot of people.
Yeah. That is
much
true.
love.
DY.
Big boss.
Go follow DY, people.
Okay, are you ready to react to some music?
No, we have 2 more topics. Are you going to reset the camera or what?
What topics do we have now in the news?
Tini and we
right. Okay, let me reset it, then we go to Tini.
Okay, so let's try to go fast with the next news. We have Tini and young Miko, who shared kind of a social flirt on Instagram.
Yeah,
Tini's been commentating on her about how nice she looks, and young Miko. We know that young Miko I think she's a lesbian or bi. I don't know, but she likes women. That I know for sure.
some woman.
So we have seen that. We have seen that they've been having a thing. Do you think it's a marketing promotion, or do you think they're actually going to be a couple? And did you know Tini was maybe a lesbian?
Also, I was shocked when I read the news because
Yeah.
I remember during the World Cup, football World Cup, Tini was in a relationship with this Argentinian player called Tetteo.
Right.
That's what I remember.
Right.
And I was like, oh, amazing. Tini has now a boyfriend. Cool.
Yeah.
They break up after the World Cup. I never thought that maybe she was bi. Maybe she is.
I think it's a marketing stunt.
Maybe. So, yes, with the knowledge that we have today about how that industry works, it is a perfect marketing tactic. It is, truly. Especially now with all the freedom within love that we have, LGBT plus stuff. Why not? So in that sense, I think it could work. But then again, you don't know. It could be real.
I mean, yeah, for sure it could. Maybe Tini found out that she's more happy. I mean, young Miko, I think from the looks of young Miko, she has flow and she looks like she could seduce more than one woman.
Young Miko,
I swear to you, man.
She could beat any guy.
Yeah.
Young Miko could beat any guy at the bar, and how to pick up a woman, young Miko would destroy us.
If the woman was kind of inclining, so... I mean, yeah, I think young Miko gets a lot done. I think she gets a lot done.
I think young Miko has turned a lot of women.
Who knows, man? Maybe.
I think I read a comment once.
Yeah, and it was something about all her girlfriends or something. But yeah, if it is a marketing stunt, then I think they're generating like this polemica. How do you say that in English? Like this,
the controversy,
this gossip. So all the Latin American news channels would say like maybe there's something happening with young Miko and Tini, and then all of a sudden, bam, there's a new song and there's a music video, and everybody's just up in the hype. So I'm like 80% sure it's a marketing stunt, but if not, I wish Tini and young Miko the best of the best, and I hope they can give us a new song.
A music is coming. They're both urban artist. I think eventually, with time, we will see if it was a campaign or if it was true. I believe I'm 80% a campaign with you on that part. Though if it's true, I'm gonna be not necessarily surprised, but I'm gonna be like, I mean, yo, Miko, you got it. You do you.
It's a good fit. They're both artists. I'm guessing they could make a good couple. Argentina and Puerto Rico, everybody. Oof. Let's cheer them up. Okay, so last point of the daily news is Farruko and Anuel AA apparently are in some sort of a rap battle beef. I heard something on a podcast that Farruko was like talking about this. Do you know anything about this beef?
I saw one post from one of these reggaeton accounts.
Yeah.
I have not dived into the song, into the drama. Then again, this could be a marketing campaign also.
Maybe, but then we know that I don't think Anuel and Farruko are in a place where they would do this for a marketing campaign. I think actually is something correct, because knowing Anuel, he's just a little bit off, man. He's just kind of lost it. If you see what he has done with his girlfriends, getting this woman pregnant, doing this, cutting off his fat. I mean, he has some good songs.
Did he cut off his fat?
He cut it. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he took a lot of drugs, but he's thin. I don't know if we can say drugs on YouTube, but he took a lot of things. And then I don't think Anuel, separating him from his music, lives the most healthiest lifestyle. He doesn't strike me like a guy. Farruko, on the other hand,
he's no Christian also.
He's Christian. He took off with Pepas. After Pepas, he still make a couple of good songs. And apparently, they have been on like the most famous podcast in Puerto Rico, which is like Molusco TV and other stuff, I think.
Alofoque.
And Farruko actually did a song with a music video on his on his diss track to Anuel. I haven't heard none of the diss tracks yet. We're gonna take a listen afterwards. Let me get your thoughts on who you think would win this battle.
Farruko.
You think so?
Yeah, knockout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you? Okay, so justify. Why do you think that?
So I'm gonna speak from where I stand. So correct me if you know that I'm wrong in some part. Yeah. But Farruko, he has been now in this game a long time. 28?
No, 2010, 2011. Yeah. Actually,
it's a long time. It's like 15 years now.
Yeah.
Anuel, if I remember correctly, he got into the game by muñecas, we say in Spanish.
Explain that.
You know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody in the industry.
His dad was actually, I think, head of marketing or head of booking in Sony Music Puerto Rico.
So he knew somebody that could get him in the door.
That's the thing. Good point. And I just want to say it a lot. Again, I like Anuel's music. He has some good tracks. He has some good tracks. But the personality, though, he came out like, I remember in 2018, 2019, with all these gangster trap lyrics, pretending he was a gangster and then going to jail. And I'm like, bro, your father was part of Sony Music. I mean, you didn't grow up poor. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't like when artists take this kind of facade when they haven't actually done the real life. If you look at 50 Cent, that dude got shot. Nine times.
In the face.
He has all the street cred points that he needs to be talking about the streets. I don't think Anuel has that, actually. And that's why I also think that he's not a complete artist.
He's not a complete artist. And why Farruko would win? Because when you're in the diss, when you're gonna like, you have to make the listener, in my belief, in my point of view, you have to make them laugh. Or you have to make them have some sort of reaction like, whoa! And right. There is not a lot of things you can say about Farruko.
You know what we're going to do? Actually, we're going to take a listen to both of the tracks and we're going to see who wins. So it's exciting. So maybe we should start with those.
We could start with those.
Yeah. Any last thoughts before we go into the diss tracks?
Before we go in, I'm Team Farruko. So I'm just going to let you know, guys. You are maybe a little bit more biased in that. No, not biased, but you're maybe partial.
Who knows? Anuel has a good voice, and he, on some beats, he can have a really cool flow. Sometimes his flow is more comfortable to listen to than Farruko's. Farruko is more like a vocal artist. Farruko can sing better, and that suits him very well. But if you're gonna like I think Anuel has a more hip hop voice, that if he managed to deliver his voice to a good beat with a good flow and good punchlines and actually delivering a powerful message, Farruko can be in danger. But then again, I think Farruko is smarter, and I think actually the punchlines will be harder from Farruko's side because I think he just thinks more clearly.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Good point. It has a lot to do with your thinking. And one step further is your team, the people around you. Because no diss is now in this day and age, you don't write a diss and produce everything by yourself. You have people that help you.
True.
Now, if you think about I don't know the people in their circles, but I would like to believe that Farruko has a better circle.
True.
Than Anuel.
I agree.
So, I will be very interesting. Okay, are you ready to?
So I'm gonna should we first hear Anuel's song? So the feud between Anuel AA and Farruko has reignited tensions in the reggaeton world. Farruko recently dropped a diss track titled San Miguel, with lyrics many interpreted as targeting Anuel. In it, he uses biblical imagery, calling out those who venerate Lucifer. Anuel quickly fired back with his own track, Soy una leyenda, I Am a Legend, defending his legacy in the genre. Both songs have sparked heated debates among fans, while social media exchanges between the two artists have added fuel to the fire. This high-profile lyrical battle has captured widespread attention, showcasing the competitive spirit that still thrives in reggaeton. Let's see if that is true. So let's hear San Miguel. Let's take a look.
San Miguel coming up in... 3, 2.
Está bien, por lo llorar.
Let's listen closely.
Solo a ti te doy la gloria, Padre, perdóname por la sangre que a través de mi mano va a correr. Hoy le piso la cabeza al diablo, Flow San Miguel. Enemigo mío, esto el que venere a Lucifer. Marcas de guerra son mi testimonio. La especialidad de la casa, me dedico a cazar demonio. Suena trompeta, marco territorio. La única cadena que no te quita.
About the first verse. Or the intro in general. Remember, guys, we need to stop this like every 30, 40 seconds so the copyright doesn't get us. So don't forget.
I think he won already.
You think?
Now, it's very cool, very cool. Yeah. He's building it up. You know, you have these like these strings. You have
a trap.
It is a trap beat, but I like the way he was building up with the
violin.
I love that part. So you can feel that it's gonna be a heavy nice track. Touch. Your thoughts?
I thought he came in strong. So yeah, just feel free to stop it when you think it's
Let me see.
Ideal.
Okay, 3, 2.
Son mi testimonio. La especialidad de la casa, me dedico a cazar demonio. Suenan trompetas, marco territorio. La única cadena que no te quitaron te pesa y esa es la del odio. Fuego se combate con fuego, te está comiendo vivo el ego. Válvula de campo y hiciste botar los chavos del abogado atego. Tini, déjate ese fronteo, fondeaba si venía el conteo. Dejaste arrollado a tu co-defender, por eso no te la capeo.
What do you think about the flow?
I mean, it's a good flow. It's like the typical Farruko flow. He had a trap album in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember he had like this gangster Farruko vibe that he didn't have in 2011 with Hola Beba. In that record, he was like all about the trap, and he brought like this gangster image back. So I think that's kind of cool. Like I'm guessing if you're not a preacher, then you can still sometimes tap back into the hood. And as we know, you know, the thing with diss tracks in Puerto Rico is when Hector El Father and everything used to be like actually used to be gang violence when people released diss tracks back in those days. And we know Farruko has connections with like some powerful people in Puerto Rico. I'm guessing Anuel also knows somebody, but yeah, let's just keep this at an entertainment level, and then we'll be fine.
Both are from Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna press play now, and after that we're gonna go through the lyrics, just a quick some parts of the first verse.
Okay.
3, 2.
David y Goliat, me respalda Dios, contigo voy a matarme en la raya. Amanda Serrano, siempre voy para el frente, nadie va a tirar la toalla. El respeto se gana en la calle, tú sabes eso no se ensaya. Por eso te esconden el haya, tirarte las fotos cagado en la playa. Oh, vaya, el botel en la haya. Yo tengo un tanque igual que tú, pero yo sí lo tengo en valla.
Oh, he got a little bit angry there.
He did. Are you surprised?
So angry.
Okay, so let's go through the chorus first.
Okay, you wanna just go with the verse, man. I think or just give us a quick. What is the chorus about?
I only give you praise. I'm gonna just translate it. I only give you praise, Father. Forgive me.
Mm-hmm.
For the blood that went through my hands, he gonna run. Today I step on the devil's head. Flow San Miguel. Enemigo mío es el tío que vende.
I have it translated here.
Enemigo mío es todo el que vende. So a foe of mine is everybody that praises Lucifer.
Yeah. So yeah, we're not gonna dive into like the whole verse because it's a lot of stuff. But basically, he's like making sure that people know that Anuel is with the devil and that his army is with him. I have the lyrics here in English, but it's too long. I don't think we have time for it.
Quick part here before we continue is, in the beginning before we press play, I said I was team Farruko and everything.
Yeah.
Why he's gonna win? He's already done something very clever.
Okay.
He has made the people go from now. If you support Farruko, you're supporting God. Do you support Anuel? You support the devil.
That's actually a good trick. I think I found some good punchline right here, like just translated punchlines. So David and Goliath, God has my back. I'm going to kill myself on the line with you. Amanda Serrano, I always go forward. No one is going to throw in the towel. Respect is earned on the streets. You know that is not rehearsed. That's why you hide in the Hyatt to take photos of yourself shitting on the beach. Okay. Oh, bury the buster in the hedge. I have a tank just like you, but I do have it in Bahia. Because you're hanging out with the gang, that's why you always get angry. Your worst enemy is not said Chami. Your worst enemy is Yaya. I don't know who that is. And yeah, he has a good, don't buy more change, buy a heart instead. That was powerful. So yeah, and then it goes to the chorus, to the chorus. Let's check out the rest.
Go.
Por estar buqueando corillo, por eso es que siempre te guaya. Tu peor enemigo no es Chimi. Tu peor enemigo es Yaya. Te justificaste, te la aplico el locotron. No compre más cadena, mejor compre corazón. Cancela los ocho cuando no tiene su buzón. Ay, eso
Great flow.
Leti busca proverbio. Que la caída del altivo siempre viene cuando se vuelve un soberbio. Solo a ti te doy la gloria, Padre, perdóname por la sangre que por mi mano acaba de correr. Hoy le pisé la cabeza al diablo, flow San Miguel.
I don't think Anuel can beat this.
Que la sangre de Cristo tiene
He doesn't even have a
poder.
video.
Se murió el
Tell me a bit quick. What do you think about the video?
I think the video is very... I mean, it's a good video. It's a gangster video. He shows like his gangster side and telling Anuel that even though he's a father and he's a Christian and everything, that he still got streets and he doesn't play around. So yeah, I don't know. He has the verse is actually pretty good. I'm gonna actually work on it on Spanish later.
Yeah.
Just to give you a couple of good punchlines, I thought was kind of good in the second verse. Okay. So, this man is dizzy. Get him a serum and an Ensure. To raise his sugar level, write him something so that he can defend himself. Man, no damn what the hell. He asked Trump for an escort to at least move around. I think it's because he did like a Trump campaign or something.
Yeah.
You're screwed. What a pain the blackout is giving you. None of your song other than Pepas have stuck. You are just a shame. They took off your chains and you caught another one. What happened, Tito Problema? What happened? None of your songs other than Pepas, but Farruko's song is Pepas. Maybe this is not like originally translated.
No, because there is something here in when I'm reading it, verse number 2, Farruko, it says, comma, Anuel AA and Luar La L. So maybe we should listen to see if he's playing with someone. Maybe it is.
Luar Lael is that other guy that raps. He's a new artist. Luar Lael with Nicky Jam, La Cyber.
Yeah,
that is the one.
But I'll tell you, maybe if we listen to the song, maybe he's playing a little bit like he's playing from Anuel's point of view.
Maybe let's play the second verse one more time, and let me just.
We haven't come to the second verse one yet.
Yeah, we have.
No. He didn't. I don't think he said anything about Trump right until now. Let's listen.
Oh shit. Okay.
Listen to this. Go Farru.
Bro, why am I not getting these lyrics?
Where are you? Which lyrics are you?
That was cool. I like that.
You have to go to the genius one.
Yeah, I mean, there you go. Okay. All right, so let's go through the first verse once again. And we can cut this afterwards. Let's just dissect the verse and then we go to the second. I actually like the song.
You know what we can do? We can listen to everything and I can cut in when I'm editing. I can cut it out so you don't have everything like that packed.
Okay, when we are like checking it out.
So,
okay, let's
listen.
first analyze the song.
Okay, I want to hear the second verse one more time. Okay. Listen how he's going to do reggaeton.
The kind of reggaeton that I love. Bro.
I know.
Tú no matas, pero refresca en la calle, ¿sabes? Que hay un jude en la mesa que aquí no cabe. Con la boca te tropiezas y metes las patas. Por eso aquí eres persona no grata. Tú estás mordido conmigo, tú eres fanático mío. Tú no me llegas al ombligo. ¿Sabes lo que te digo? Tres caras como los amigos. Nunca aprendiste, hijo mío. Yo con rata no me ligo. En la pista tengo el mundo, estoy flotando. Como ya son chures en la local, los duty estoy rapeando. En modo Warzone, agarra señal canal. Está friki, corre Verizon. Y eso es dándote con pena. Como Jay Paul hizo a Tyson. Este hombre está mareado. Búsquenle en el suero y un enchúal para que le suba el azúcar. Escríbele algo lugar para que pueda defenderse. Hombre no dio entre que perse. Le pidió, le corta trompa. Por lo menos moverse está cagado. Que pela te está dando el apagado. Ninguna de tus canciones más que Pepa se ha pegado. Tú lo que de pena ajena te quitaron las cadenas. Y cachaste frío, otra nueva. ¿Qué pasó, Tito? Problema. El más real, el más bandido, mere tombo. Farru fuma, goque tombo. Compraste el tanque en oferta y vino en combo. Con las K9, la esposa y los piombos. Mírenme, como el humilde se revela. Y se le aplicó el trill y se le cae la novela. Que tiene bien guillao de gante, el guillao de maleante. Cuando se te que no eres calle, te quitamos el guante. Usted es un bobo criado, no seas tan cari pelao. Cuando querías bajar pa' vaya, llamabas embarrado. Todo el mundo se te ha mirado. Brother, tú estás escrachado. Y de tanto pasar la pro, te has quedado pelado. Bien como no te cambias de flow. Tú no te das los updates como yo. Te sacamos como arroz yo. Recógelo que te se cayó. Si estás cagado, tú me has puesto mi mol. Tú no brincas ni con el almorol. Estás expirado, se te fue color. Pa' que seas hombre te falta valor.
Dang.
Holy shit. Hey, I think we have a winner. I have not listened to Anuel's.
That was a good verse, but we didn't. You can maybe like cut it in pieces afterwards. Let's hear the last one. Let's hear the last of the song. Maybe that's what we should do.
Yes, before we go, you see, because it will be easier for me if we do verse. Talk about the verse, chorus. Talk about the chorus or verse,
and you just clip the verse.
Yes.
Okay.
So give me your pieces, your sense.
If we're gonna do it like that, then let's just do it from the beginning. Let's hear the whole song from the beginning. Let's not. So we like have intro, first verse, chorus, second verse, chorus, and outro, which were left.
So one more time.
One more time from the top, because now I'm actually interested, because this was actually a really good song. Okay, so this is the official reaction for Farruko's diss track to Anuel called San Miguel. We're gonna take a listen and give you a couple of feedbacks. Maybe we'll translate a couple of lyrics. Okay, so now we're gonna listen to Farruko's latest diss track to Anuel AA, which is called San Miguel. I mean, it's powerful. We took a listen a little earlier and we want to hear the whole song right now. So let's go.
3, 2, 1.
Fabián, por lo llorar.
The lyrics here, just in case. I want to like grasp the lyrics.
You can already feel it.
It's a good song for the gym.
Yeah, 100%.
Por la sangre que a través de mis manos va a correr. Hoy le piso la cabeza al diablo Flow San Miguel. Enemigo mío, esto el que venere a Lucifer. Marcas de guerra son mi testimonio. La especialidad de la casa, me dedico a cazar demonio. Suena trompeta, marco territorio. La única cadena que no te quitaron te pesa y esa es la del odio. Solo se combate con fuego, te está comiendo vivo el ego. Partula de campo y hiciste botar los chavos del abogado atego. Tini, déjate ese fronteo, fondeaba si venía el conteo. Dejaste arrollado a tu co-defender, por eso no te la capeo. David y Goliat, me respalda Dios, contigo voy a matarme en la raya. Amanda Serrano, siempre voy para el frente, nadie va a tirar la toalla. El respeto se gana en la calle, tú sabes eso no se ensaya. Por eso te esconden el high a tirarte las fotos cagado en la playa. Oh, Vaya, el botel en la haya. Yo tengo un tanque igual que tú, pero yo sí lo tengo en valla. Por estar buqueando corillo, por eso es que siempre te guaya. Tu peor enemigo no es Chimi, tu peor enemigo es Yaya. Fíjate, te la aplico el locotron. No compre más cadena, mejor compre corazón. Cancela los shows cuando no tiene su buzón. Ay, está malo de los nervios. Léete y busca proverbio. Que la caída del altivo siempre viene cuando se vuelve un soberbio.
Bro.
Whoa.
Okay, so we're gonna do it like this. So
Give me your thoughts of the first verse.
No, number one, I want to give you. Okay, I'm gonna give you my thoughts on the first verse. Very cool. I like how he moves the trap beat. I like the video. He brings this gangster caserio vibe that you see on Daddy Yankee's
It's a diss
movie.
track. Diss track.
I love it. He starts powerful, good lyrics. Personally, I give this verse 6, 7 out of 10.
Yeah. Some of the punchline there were like basically saying that, the typical Anuel is not from the streets, something that Farruko apparently is. I don't know his background full. He had a good punchlines in Spanish that we're gonna try to translate this to people afterwards. But he came in strong. I like the part when he say "Vamos a matarnos en la raya," "Vamos a matarnos en la raya," as they said, because that's a line from Héctor el Father. Because he has a song that is called "Matarnos en la raya."
What does that mean?
We're gonna kill each other on the front line in the line. So that means that we go like he's not joking. I mean, if I know Farruko's story and he has like a little connection with a gang that is called Los Menores in Puerto Rico, then I'm guessing he's not playing around. You know, with this type of diss track, you don't know if the artist is bluffing or if he actually got people that are ready to do some damage. You know, because it's Puerto Rico. I mean, everything can happen. This is not like, you know. When people give threats, it's kind of like, I think you should take that seriously also. But I think also he's showing that gangster side to put Anuel in his place. I don't know what Anuel did or what he said.
Hey, I tip Anuel was himself being a dick to people.
Maybe. But that was a good verse. I enjoyed the verse. The trap beat was on point.
I like that he has a gun.
Yeah.
He goes with a gun. No, I'm going to say something before we continue. You know,
he has kids and everything, though.
But you know the place where he's standing with the gun? That reminds me a lot of Talento de Barrio.
Oh, the scene where they start shooting each other and stuff. Yeah.
So he bringing, because I think for everybody that comes from Puerto Rico, you see those blocks, those projects, and you think gangs, you think violence. So standing there, filming, shooting the video there, you're bringing also that visualing part into the song. So of course. Very good. Very good.
There's of course not everything is gangster. They probably had a good time too. But yeah, it's dangerous neighborhoods.
Where they're filming.
Yeah.
Okay, continue to do the chorus and second verse. There. You see that it's a caserío.
Yeah.
I'm wondering what type of car is that? Oh, it's not a gun.
I love this transition, man.
I know you like it.
I'm gonna cope with this shit. This is way too good.
Tú no matas, pero pescar en la calle, ¿sabes? Que hay un jude en la mesa que aquí no cabe. Con la boca te tropiezas y metes las patas. Por eso aquí eres persona no grata. Tú estás mordido conmigo, tú eres fanático mío. Tú no me llegas al ombligo. ¿Sabes lo que te digo? Tres caras como los amigos. Nunca aprendiste, hijo mío. Yo con la no me ligo. En la pista te el mundo estoy flotando. Como ya son chures en la local. Los duty estoy rapeando en modo Warzone. Agarra señal canal. Está free y corre Verizon. Y eso es dando con pena. Como Jay Paul hizo a Tyson. Este hombre está mareado. Búsquenle en el suero y un enchúal para que le suma la azúcar. Escríbele algo lugar para que pueda defenderse. Hombre no dio entre que se le pidió le corta trompa. Por lo menos moverse está cagado. Que pela te está dando el apagado. Ninguna de tus canciones más que Pepa se ha pegado. Tú lo que de pena ajena te quitaron las cadenas. Y cachaste frío, otra nueva. ¿Qué pasó, Tito? Problema. El más real, el más bandido, mere tonto. Farru fuma, goque tombo. Compraste el tanque en oferta y vino en combo. Con las que 9, la esposa y los piombos. Mírenme, como el humilde se revela. Y se le aplicó el trill y se le cae la novela. Que tiene bien guillao de gante, el guillao de maleante. Cuando se te que no eres calle, te quitamos el guante. Usted es un bobo criado, no seas tan cari pelado. Cuando querías bajar pa' vaya, llamabas embarrado. Todo el mundo se te ha mirado. Brother, tú estás escrachado y de tanto pasar la pro te has quedado pelado. como ando, te cambio de flow. Tú no te das los updates como yo. Te sacamos como Rosselló. Recoge lo que te se cayó. Si te cagado, tú me has puesto bimol. Tú no brillas ni con el almorol. Estás expirado, se te fue color. Pa' que seas hombre te falta valor. Hay que tener valor.
Damn.
We have a winner.
Damn.
Give me your sense. Give me your thoughts.
Bro, you know, not all the diss tracks that are out there is like pleasant to listen to.
Nah.
Because it's like mostly people just dissing each other, you know. There are some cool songs. But this song actually gave me surprise because it started like with a typical hip-hop beat, the trap beat. He was going strong. And then, you know, the chorus is got a little bit scary, a little bit religious, like, you know, giving you the chills. And then on the second verse, he just goes with this maleanteo reggaeton, this gangster reggaeton that I fucking love. If you guys want to hear more of this type of gangster reggaeton, take a listen to Hector El Father. He I think he created that style, that heavy reggaeton that maybe it's not that danceable, but it's like, I mean, it's fire.
It's good to work out with.
It's fire, bro. I love it. What do you think about some of the punchlines? Anything that stood out to you in particular?
Yeah. I'm gonna read it, and I'm gonna read it, and you're gonna translate it. So one of the parts that I liked a lot.
Which verse?
You can do it in second verse, but you can do it without translate. You can do it in English. The part is very cool. Where is it?
Which part?
I'm finding it. The fake Elizabeth, Dr. Pieza. Where was it? This part when he said it was before Jake and Tyson.
Before Jake and Tyson. Okay. That was the first verse?
I wrote, what the yes, here. You know the part that I liked?
First or second verse, bro?
The second verse, the part where where he uses the sample of Anuel's voice to respond when he's dissing. That creativity, I'm feeling in some. He had to listen to some of Eminem's diss before making this one, because that's one thing he's very known for. And when you make that creativity, you're taking somebody's voice, incorporating your song because you're dissing that people. I love when people do that little extra in music.
We're gonna definitely put out segments of the song with translated lyrics. So with the favorite punchlines that we got, because it's gonna take too long to translate every punchline. And let's listen to the outro. How is the outro?
3, 2, go.
A little bit bad. Remember all just wind a little bit back before you play. Here we go.
Cuando querías bajar pa' vaya llamabas embarrado. Todo el mundo se te ha mirado. Brother, tú estás escrachado. Y de tanto pasar la pro, te has quedado pelado. Bien como ando, te cambias de flow. Tú no te das los updates como yo. Te sacamos como Rosselló. Recoge lo que te se cayó. Si te cagado, tú me has puesto bimol. Tú no brillas ni con el almorol. Estás expirado, se te fue color. Pa' que seas hombre te falta valor. Hay que tener valor. Parece de tú a tú conmigo. Así me gusta que se crean bandidos. Porque te toco por medio lo he partido. Parece de tú a tú conmigo. Así me gusta que se crean bandidos. Porque te toco por medio lo he partido. Soldado y profeta, con un ingenio no te metas. Tú no eres real, se te cayó la careta soqueta. Se te olvidó que soy de Valleta. Esto corre mi sangre, disparo en la baqueta, el vaquero. No cambio respeto por dinero. Tú no metes cabra, tú no eres un guerrero viajero. Eres tremendo barbulero, el artista favorito de los peliculeros. Mira, dime vos, vamos por encima vos. La dejaste caer, no tienes código. ¿Qué pasó contigo? Tú no eres amigo de nadie, solo pana del beneficio. Hipócrita, narcisista. Yo no guerreo con esta. Montate en una puesta y demuéstranos pa' ver si tú eres artista.
Vaya con Dios at the end of the music video. Shit. I mean, I hope Anuel comes with something fire, because if not, like, Farruko just destroyed him in so many levels.
You heard it from me first before we started the reaction. I said, I forgot to say that in the beginning before we started listening to this track. Even though Anuel has gone a little bit on the Christian side, he has been...
Anuel or Farruko?
I'm sorry, Farruko. He has been very... I would like to use the word not picky, but very detailed. He has taken care of every single project he has done so far. With all of these songs, you know that what is the name of that song when they're in the nightclub? They came after Pepas. It was very cool. We played in Paris Latino.
Helicóptero?
No. He's when they're in the nightclub and the song is a little bit dark. You know, it has this Christian dark vibe.
Okay.
But you see, even in the music video, he's not making necessarily reggaeton songs about booties and stuff like that. Here also, this is a diss song. Yeah. But you see in the whole production, from the producing of the music, the lyrics, and then the video, he does his due diligence to make a good product.
It was powerful, man. Like, I think at one point he said, like, don't get involved with the Son of God or something, referring to Anuel as the devil and everything. I mean, it was very powerful. I like the song. I think I hope Anuel comes back with something creative. If not,
give me your.
I think we need to move to the next song.
Give me your rating. Rate this song.
1 to 5. I'll give it.
No, 1 to 10.
I don't do 1 to 10, bro.
You gotta do 1 to 10. There's more detail. There's more spicy there.
Okay, I will give it an 8.
An 8.
Because I love the bridge. I love the intro. I love the switching from the genres.
Yeah.
The only thing is why I don't give like a 10 out of 10, because Farruko is very talented, but hip hop, trap, rapping, flowing, there are rappers better than him in Spanish doing that. But he delivered a very good flow. But, you know, just because he's not a hip hop artist per se, like a lot of great hip hop rappers in Latin America, I will give him an 8.
I think that's a very good rating. I will also give it an 8. Very good production.
What do you like most, the trap or hip hop or the reggaeton part?
You know me, I'm not a very fan of trap. So for me, when he switched it up, you know, when you felt this Hector el Father vibe with the when he started with that part, that is my most favorite. When you can even much respect to Farruko, because there's not a lot of artists that do it frequently, but you did somebody with reggaeton beat.
It was amazing.
It's a long time.
Because you make people dance at the same time. Yes. So that's another ball game. Okay, so let's go to the next song. I don't know if you want to...
No. I think we have good with this song.
Okay, amazing. So I want you to look up the Brazilian artist Sirena. Her name is Sirena. Apparently, her Instagram bio says reggaetonera brasileira.
Sirena.
Cantante Sirena, reggaetonera brasileira. And let me see what is her latest. I mean, you can find on YouTube probably her latest songs, but her name is Sirena. We found out about her on Instagram.
Do we have like a title of a song that I can find and put on?
Let me check. Unless, I don't know. Sirena. There we go. Okay, Sirena, Cantante Sirena is her YouTube channel.
Okay.
And her latest video is Terrorista. 3 weeks ago, 306,000 views. It's an official video and her most watched video so far. Okay. So apparently this is a new upcoming artist. Let's check her bio. Sirena is a native of the northern zone of Rio de Janeiro, or de Janeiro. I don't know how they say it. A singer and songwriter with soul forged in Latin music, she carries the carioca culture of Brazil to the world through her art. Her album La Sirena, a mix of reggaeton with Brazilian spice, is an explosion of sensuality, fun, love, empowerment, and attitude. So let's check it out. Terrorista, you want me to put it on?
No, I'm gonna put it on. Okay, ready?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
Let's go. Lyrics? No.
Tic tac, el tiempo caminando de un pif paf. Ya me estoy relajando ahora click clack. Armas de peligrosa come boom bap. Mami deliciosa vamos tic tac. El tiempo caminando de un pif paf. Ya me estoy relajando ahora click clack. Armas de peligrosa come boom bap. Yo sé que es una bomba de tiempo y no piensas que te puede evitar la explosión. Aquí en fuego pobre bene quanto sera mi
I'm liking
picchi
this.
chiami l'esquadron. Ai, mollo che terrorista. Ai,
Spanish also.
Ai, fuego machista, ma rica che urano, te borre de mi lista. Ai, mollo che terrorista.
Okay, this was the
Dang.
first.
Dang. Okay.
Tell me your thoughts on the first verse.
She's very charismatic. She embodies like the artist. She's very comfortable on scene. I liked her style. She has a she has a reggaeton beat, but it's very subtle. It's kind of the basses. I mean, the drums are not that high.
They're a little bit muted.
And I like that she had attitude. She came out swinging. She came out like with a. She's not like shy, you know.
Yeah.
You notice her energy.
I like the in Spanish we used to say tilín.
Yeah.
I don't know how you say it in
Like
English.
the game consoles.
The game consoles. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that reminds me of Bolivia.
What do you think about the beat?
I liked it. I needed to get into my skin. So
Do you think it's a party song so far?
maybe I will give you my sense after I have a good listen.
Let's go. Sirena.
Terrorista, ai, demoliendo la pista, ai, fuego machista, ma rica che urano, te borre de mi lista, ai, un lucky terrorista, ai, demoliendo la pista, ai, aprieta el botón, te tocando la sirena, exposando el reggaeton, tic tac, el tiempo caminando de un beef, baf, ya mi torre la Honda ahora click clack, arma de peligrosa come boom, bap, mami deliciosa como tic tac, el tiempo caminando de un beef, baf, ya mi torre la Honda ahora click clack, arma de peligrosa come boom, bap. Yo sé que soy una bomba de tiempo y no piensas que te puede evitar la explosión. Aquí en fuego por ver el veneno cuando será muy pequeño.
That is cool.
Llame el escuadrón. Ay, un lucky terrorista.
Damn, run it back. I just gotta say something. The fact that Brazil is now like we're having more artists than Anita that is established into the Spanish market is so great. I mean, she's from Brazil, but she's singing in Spanish.
Yeah.
So
Did you
she's
listen?
following Anita's footsteps.
100%. But did you listen what she did? She gave this subtle, this Brazilian,
The Brazilian funk. I mean, those. I love that sound. Those subtle details is what I love in songs. When they can like give us hints of their culture, of their beats and stuff. You know, that's why some pop songs are just like the same all over again. But like, I think this is more powerful.
I wanna listen.
This is culture, man. This is, you know, let's play. I'm gonna hear your thoughts later.
Honda ahora click clack, arma de peligrosa come boom, bap. Yo sé que soy una bomba de tiempo y no piensas que te puede evitar la explosión. Aquí en fuego por ver el veneno cuando será muy pequeño, bebé, llame el escuadrón. Ay, un lucky terrorista, ay, demoliendo la pista, ay, fuego machista, más rica que un rano, te borré de mi lista, ay, un lucky terrorista, ay, demoliendo la pista, ay, aprieta el botón, está tocando la sirena, explosión de reggaeton, ay, un lucky terrorista, ay, demoliendo la pista, ay, aprieta el botón, está tocando la sirena, explosión de reggaeton.
Shit.
Damn. Okay.
Brutality.
So
Fatality.
I gotta ask you about the. Give me your insights on the music video because you're the media guy. So walk us through what you think about the music video, the production aspect.
I find it I find it cool because I'm seeing this Tekken on the game console. I'm thinking about, oh shit, I remember when I was a kid I was playing this. So for me, it brings me back there. I love the color palette they use. A lot of pink, a lot of like this cyberpunk futuristic vibe. It's not the world's like, it doesn't have a storytelling, but for this song, I don't think it's necessary. I like the video. The video, it fulfills its purpose. That is to have something visually for us to see while we listen to the song.
You think it's a high-end, medium-end, or low-end budget video?
I'm gonna be very honest now. With AI in the picture, it's very difficult sometimes to know what is high-end and what is low budget. It's very simple to see, like if you have multiple artists and like you can see on-set location. This could be very well a budget video, but well made.
Well made.
Well made.
And shout out to Sirena for like bringing your own style, because Anita represents like the funk worldwide. And it's cool to have a Brazilian lady coming strong with the reggaeton vibe and everything. And
It is.
she has like 3,000 followers on YouTube. She has around the same on Instagram. So she's not that mainstream yet. So I'm guessing she's an up and coming artist. And we're going to keep up with her. I mean, this was interesting.
Very cool song, Sirena.
Shout out to Sirena.
Keep doing this, and yeah, you have Anita's footsteps to see, and make of course your own path. But thank you so much for bringing reggaeton. You're an upcoming artist, but you're embracing reggaeton,
giving us like a fresh sound and also a fresh identity, because this is the first time a Brazilian artist is like embracing reggaeton.
Yes.
Like Anita has done reggaeton before, but like she's branding herself. Like if you go to her Instagram bio, it says reggaetoneira brasileira. I mean, so
cool.
Okay, so I mean
So
that's
cool.
something that's unique. That we haven't seen that before. Big shout out to Sirena.
Big shout out.
Keep
I'm
going
gonna
strong.
reset the camera.
Let's go. We're back. Okay, so we're gonna do one last song because we haven't gone a little bit over the timeline that we were supposed to have. So you get to choose here which one we're gonna react to. We have Spanish Tetteo by RVFV, and you have also Que by Raul Alejandro and Romeo Santos, the official new video of Que.
I think we should. I know Raul Alejandro is a little bit bigger than RF.
RVFV.
So I would like today to be with that. He's not an upcoming artist, but I would like to go into Spain.
Stay underground. Underground.
So put the Spanish Tetteo. I want to hear your thoughts on that song.
I mean, can I put it or
Anybody could put it. Put it on. It was like, where's my phone?
Okay. Are you sure?
I have it.
Okay. Anybody can put it.
We're only two here, you know.
Let's go. I thought you had control over the.
Bro, I have all the control. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's go.
Solo pienso en ti. Desde el momento en que te vi, bebé, solo quiero besarte la boca. Guardo uno en la cartera pa' que fumes antes de dormir. Porque yo sé que cuando fumas te calientas y te pones más loca. Baby, más loca.
Skinny, solo pienso en ti, mami. Desde el momento en que te vi, bebé, solo quiero besarte la boca. Guardo uno en la cartera pa' que fumes antes de dormir. Porque yo sé que cuando fumas te calientas y te pones más loca. Baby, más loca.
Okay, so I need you to, because you know I listened to this song at the gym, and I was like, oh shit, I wish Marcos was here because I feel I've heard this.
You have definitely heard of it.
So this was one of the reasons why I wanted to react to this song, because can you please help me? Where have you heard this?
Bro, I found out just like by listening to it. Te queda. J
Balvin, Morado.
I think so. Yeah, so Morado. It has like the same
bro,
structure.
There's something with your brain, your ears. God bless them.
Bro,
bless
them.
them.
A lot of just music into my brain.
You can say that, but bless your ears. Take care of them.
So you have like the Morado type of structure.
So you see, guys, like there's people like us. We can listen to something. You go like, oh, I have listened to this before.
Yeah.
And you have to go into the brain and find it. It's impossible.
Yeah.
Respect.
And I would just like to say that there's a lot of music patterns that are always like being reused once again. So when you listen to enough music, like you can spot patterns.
Bro, I've been listening to music since I was 8 years old.
Yeah, but I've been like, you're listening while you're training or chilling or vibing. I'm listening when I'm listening and studying and working and dissecting the songs and the keyframe and everything. So I see the wave, I see the bridge. So I get like a more depth analysis. But yeah, Spanish Tetteo.
Bless your ears,
Thank
brother.
you.
3. Okay, continue. 3, 2.
Ese totito es Gucci. Lo como mejor que un monchi. Le gusta fumar del tronchi. Dentro del jacuzzi, tremendo chochi. En la calle Santa, en la cama en Nupi. Yo soy tu fan, yo soy tu groupie. Ella me asesina como Chucky. Le metemos 10 asaltos como Rocky. ¿Dónde están las niñas que no las veo? Esto no es RD, pero hay Tetteo. Y no creo que tu culo sea tan guapo y tu novio tan feo.
Tú y yo por la noche nos matamos, por el día nos comemos, por la tarde nos besamos.
He's really good.
I mean, he has a vibe, bro. I like him. RVFV, man.
There is something about his voice.
What was the first song that you heard with him?
Oh, RFV. I have it on my playlist. But
He has a lot of good songs. I mean, I don't know if he's Spanish or he's Moroccan Spanish or what he is, but like he has a vibe, bro. Like I like it. He's been. I mean, we've listened to him, known about him the last 4 years.
4 years.
4 years, yeah. We played a lot of his songs actually in Paris Latino as well.
I mean, if you said that he was like an Arab, I would say like, yeah, he looks like an Arab. But then again, 50% of Spaniards look like Arabs.
Basically, they were basically Arabic country before him.
But there's two things what I want to say before I continue. I like a lot his voice and his delivery. He has a very unique within the Spanish industry. Let's go.
Tranquila que lo compramos. Yo contigo quiero irme a party, pasear por la torre agarrado de la mano, dándote castigo mientras te lo aprieto. Ese toto es mío, tú eres mi amuleto. ¿Dónde están las niñas que no las veo? Esto no es RD, pero hay Tetteo. No creo que tu culo sea tan guapo y tu novio solo pienso en ti. Desde el momento que te vi, bebé, solo quiero besarte la boca. Guardo uno la cartera pa' que fumes antes de dormir. Porque yo sé que cuando fumas te calientas y te pones más loca. Baby, más loca. Baby, tú me tienes en un baile, culito de Kylie.
RV. Spanish Tetteo. Representing Spain. Straight from Spain. RVFV. I mean...
What would you call this? Is this what would you call the beat, the rhythm in this song?
I mean, this is where music has evolved a lot because you have reggaeton reggaeton has a lot of different beat patterns, and then you have mombaton, which became a little speed up. Mi Gente got inspired by the typical mombaton beat, which is 105 BPM. And then you have like the Dutch type of drum pattern. This is like I cannot describe it, but I call this like the European reggaeton beat.
Okay, cool.
Because it's like it's subtle, it has more bass, and it's kind of a mix of Afro and reggaeton. Like I find, because Afrobeat has kind of the same, but it's like more lower.
Yeah.
While reggaeton is more boom, ba, boom, ba, more. You can hear the snare. And so I don't know what to call this, man, but it's a good beat. It's definitely inspired by reggaeton, dancehall.
Of course. Give me your verdict of the song. Go into either music, lyrics, delivery, anything.
I mean, the song is good. It's a really cool song. I would play it basically in a warm-up set. Just getting people into vibe. If you're in a house, if you're drinking, smoking, and just like are gonna start the party, then this is a very cool song. Of course, you have the element that it kind of reminds you of Morado in a very, very
subtle
way. Morado is not like the best song of J Balvin either, but I mean, it's an okay plus song. It's not a banger. I'm just gonna be honest with you. This is not a banger, but I think this is a cool, chill song to vibe to.
Cool. 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10.
I'll give it a 6. 6 minus, maybe 5 plus. 6 minus, yeah. In today's standards, maybe a 5.
Maybe a 5.
Maybe a 5.
Okay, so let me ask you this question then before I give my verdict.
Yeah.
So give me a song that is
6.
Because you said 5. Now give me a
5
song
plus.
Okay, give me a song from Spain, another country, which is in the same category as this one. Because I would give this a 7.
The thing is, why I don't give it a 7 is there is nothing in particular about the song that is going to be remembered in 3 years. This is a song that
That's true.
basically is just going to fade away with all the other songs. Because they have like their promotional period where people vibe, oh, it's a new song, but then there's really nothing special about it and people forget. So I wouldn't give a song that I know is not gonna last in people's brain for more than 1 year. I won't give that a song a 7. Now it's as I said in the beginning, I said 6. But yeah, 6 minus 5 plus, because it's a very simple song. In today's standards, a lot of people can jump on a very similar beat. You can buy a very similar beat everywhere, and the flow is okay. As I said to you, it's like a chill vibe song, but I think it's easy to bring a random artist, put on the maybe same beat, and you kind of get the same result. But it's not a bad song. I'm not saying I don't enjoy it. I'm just saying, yeah, 6. I will give my final verdict. It's a 6.
He gave it a 6.
6.
I would give it a 7. I have so you know RUVFUV.
Because his brand. He has a good brand. He has good songs.
I would like you to I would like to understand, because you know in Spanish from Latin America, or maybe it was only from, no, it's from both.
Yeah.
The V is UV or V chica.
RV, yeah.
So in my brain, I don't know how to pronounce.
You want to read RV. Yeah,
I'm like, why do you make names like that? I don't understand yet.
Yeah, you don't want to become global if you made such complicated names. Like as we talked in the other podcast,
Yes.
if you want to become global, have a simple name.
Very simple. Carol G, Becky G. Let's go.
Yes.
Danny G. The other thing that I would like to point out of this video that I liked very much, and this is the video, that's why I give it a 7, is because the video actually, it is a little bit more creative. You're playing with the video games and everything. You can even see there is a bigger cost video. You have actors and everybody. That scene when they're singing with the water and the sharks, like those details, even though it's not a storyline, well produced, very nice color palette. I liked it a lot. I would give it a 7.
Okay, so before we wrap up, let me just play a little game with you.
Oh, I love games.
Give me one song in the reggaeton Latin urban space that for you is a 10.
Gasolina.
Gasolina is a 10. Give me one song that is a 9.
That is a 9.
That is a 9. That would you consider a 9? Gasolina is a 10. I totally agree. It's a fucking masterpiece. 20 years later, people still love it. 10 out of 10.
Oh, I have so many.
Just give me one.
Rompe could also be a 10. I'm sorry.
Pick another artist.
Oh, now you're making things difficult. Okay. A song that is a 10.
Now a 9. I'm looking for a 9.
For a 9. Do you have one in your head while I'm thinking?
Yeah.
Because I go a little bit slow sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, let me hear yours, 9.
I would say that Mi Gente is a 9. Because it lasted 5 years. No, it lasted 2017 until 2021. It lasted 4 to 5 years,
okay,
but now it's not that a big deal. So, but it was a very, very famous song.
Then I would say Pepas is a 9 because Norwegian people can sing Pepas.
I agree. Pepas and Mi Gente is a 9. Then we have established that. What is an 8 to you?
Oh.
The first song we reacted to was the Farruko's diss track. We gave it an 8, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so give me another song that you consider an 8. So something that is below Pepas and Mi Gente.
I would give. Oh no, I don't remember the name of the song, but it's not reggaeton. It is from Oasis. Dun, dun, dun,
¿Qué
dun,
pretendes?
dun,
Ah,
dun,
Como un
dun,
bebé.
dun. Como un bebé, el que pretendes, like those two songs from Oasis.
Como un bebé is better.
That's the one. Dun,
Statistically
dun,
wise.
dun,
Yeah.
dun. That one is for
That's
me.
an 8.
Yeah.
That is an 8. I totally agree. Como un bebé. Yeah.
No, it goes like. Trato, no.
Oh, of course.
I was like, como un bebé.
I was singing the chorus, man. Pinche cabrón. Okay, so that is an 8. What is a 7 to you now?
I know what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
You're trying to make me go on a lower
I'm trying
verdict.
to make you realize that this song is not a 7.
Okay, but
That's what I'm trying to
do you know what I'd give it a 7? Because now that we spoke it earlier on this podcast. Now, when it's so saturated with music and releases and everything, this song came one year ago.
Even though I'm gonna give you a song that I think is a 7, and you can tell me if you
remember one thing. I gave it a 7, including the video.
Yeah, I'm just talking about the song, bro.
I go on everybody. When I see if a song has a video, the video can push up sometimes.
For instance, a 7, I would say, is Gatitas Sandungueras.
No, that's an 8.
I think that's a 7. And for instance, if we just keep it reggaeton, Real Gangsta Love by Trueno, I think it's a solid 7. I think Bellaqueo, Peso Pluma and Anita.
Real Gangsta Love, you put it as a 7? It's a real gangsta love.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Because I know that song is going to stick. And I know that song is going to like be, it was used on TikTok, it was a trend, people got really hyped about it. So when a song organically becomes that big.
So you're telling me that
to the point where Dookie and Emilia had to release their own couple gangster love type of video, then you know that song was an inspiration for artists.
What would you give Lala or La La La?
By Mike Towers?
Yeah.
I would also give that a 7. It's in that range. Okay, maybe not Real Gangsta Love, but Lala is a 7. That's a good point. I think Lala is a 7. Lala is not an 8.
Lala wouldn't have been that popular if it wasn't for that woman.
Either way, a song doesn't just become popular just because one person promotes it. She promoted the right song to promote, and people needed to hear Lala. And Lala is a good song.
It's a great song.
But it's not an 8 because it's very simple. It's a 7.
I would give it a 6.
Lala?
Yeah.
Just statistically wise, if you think like what people listen to, if you put Lala in a club and you put this song in a club, which reaction do you think you're going to get most out of?
Of course, right now, Lala, because everybody has heard.
Okay,
because
so what about
of Georgina.
Bellaqueo, Anita, and Peso Pluma.
Oof, you're not going to like my answer right now.
What do you think about that song?
I don't find that song...
Give me a number, bro.
5.
Okay. Santa, Raúl Alejandro, Aya Star.
Santa, then again, this is not a reggaeton.
This is not reggaeton either.
Actually, Santa could be a 7.
I agree. See, I agree. Santa is a 7, and this is not as good as Santa.
I agree. This is not as good as Santa, but now, then again, you're comparing... Like, you know when Puerto Rico... They're making this for them like making salsa. It goes in. You have Spaniard that actually don't have reggaeton. He's a Moroccan Arab.
You cannot give sympathy points just because it's from Spain. Oh my God, poor you. Spain has listened to reggaeton for the last 20 years. They know what they're doing,
bro. They're not even Latinos.
Doesn't matter. Everybody now makes Latin music. I'm gonna give you an actual song about RUFV, like
4K. He has a song that's very explicit.
Let's check out his most popular song on YouTube is Mirándote, 100 million views. Yo no sé.
That's a funk?
That's kind of a funk, yeah. Yo no sé. That song is cool. That song is better than this one. I'm just gonna say, next time we're gonna react to Yo no sé. That one is cool.
So, but okay, sometimes
I'm gonna leave you with that bullet points there.
We have sometimes we can be able to give a song a 7 in the moment because great song, and with time we'll also show if that song goes up or down.
Yeah, and I think definitely time will show that this song is not a 7, bro. Hey, no disrespect to RWF, man. I love you, bro.
I gave you a 7.
You're a good artist, but Yo No Sé was a better song.
El 4K.
Hey guys, thank you so much for this episode. It's really great.
It was beautiful.
Do you have anything more to add than all that we have done?
No, just subscribe, give us a like. What more can I say? We tried to get some followers.
Yeah, man. I mean, you need to subscribe before it's too late. Yeah, no. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you for checking out Paris Latino. We're not only a podcast. This is a subcategory. We're actually Scandinavia's biggest Latin party. We're having a Scandinavian tour in 2025, visiting all 5 countries. Before that, we were Norway's biggest reggaeton party. Mm-hmm. And in 2024, we completed our first Norwegian Norway tour, visiting the 7 biggest cities in total, 11 parties in total 2024. And our mission and vision is basically connecting Scandinavia with Latin urban culture. So I hope you guys like this episode, and I hope you guys learn something.
People, that's what we do. What we do right here is to connect the Scandinavia, but also the people that necessarily don't speak Spanish. So what we're gonna do with this podcast is either listen to songs, show you new songs, and tell you about the whole genre and the movement of reggaeton and Latin urban music in this beautiful planet. With that being said, this was the fourth episode.
We have 96 to go.
See you next one.
See you
Take
guys.
care. Bye.
Bye-bye.